I'm happy to be talking today with Andrew Rene, who is our 2019 winner of the Rosen-Schaffel competition. 2019 seems like a long time ago, Andrew. Welcome today, and thank you for taking some time to reflect on the time that's passed since your winning of the competition. Tell us a little bit about what you've done artistically. We'll talk a little bit about the impact of COVID in a second, but what have you done artistically since 2019?
Well, since 2019, actually right after the competition, I started auditioning. I was able to get into the Virginia Opera Herndon Young Artist Program, or Emerging Artist Program, and I participated in the children's outreach, did an African American children's educational outreach, and we went out to schools all over Virginia and outside of the DC area as well, and performed an educational outreach called Oh Freedom, and it highlighted the history of African Americans.
You'll be the first artist that we've interviewed for this conversation post-pandemic, because all the others were done before that even was a thing. And so have you been able to do any performing live since the pandemic?
I mean, I recently did my graduate, my first DMA recital here at the University of Iowa. But even before that, I performed with Tulsa Opera back in the fall of 2020. And during the course of a week, we staged a performance of Rigoletto in a baseball park, all socially distanced. It had a baseball theme.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, we were the first opera company to perform a work during the pandemic.
Wow.
So
I'm not sure how Gilda fits in the baseball theme in the bag, but
well, all of the men, all the courtiers were set as a baseball team, which makes it, and the Duke was like their most famous player, and I think Rigoletto was the team mascot. Spadaffucile was
that's clever.
Umpire. They had a whole thing. It's available on the internet to watch. So if you want to watch it sometime, they had a 5-camera setup. It was great.
And did you use masks, or you didn't use masks? You were just socially distanced?
Well, we had policy. When we were singing, we had to be, I think they said 25 feet apart. When we were not singing, 6 feet apart. And anytime we go off stage, we were required to wear a mask. So
great.
We also had microphones to help project. Help with
I'm
projection.
sure that you probably, it was a grateful opportunity to be able to do that, right? I mean, as all the other artists have felt, I think not being able to present has been a real challenge.
Yes, it was certainly a privilege to be able to do that. And I felt really grateful to be able to do that. You know, we had to adjust to what was going on, and you know, it was a little awkward, but I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually.
That's right. And yeah, maybe we'll return to something similar to what we did before soon. What's in your future? You're doing your DMA at the University of Iowa?
I am. I recently started that. And I just completed my first recital here. This summer, I will be participating in the Young Artist Program at Opera Theater St. Louis. I'll be doing a small role, and I'll also be covering various other roles. I've actually been having coachings throughout this past semester over Zoom. I've worked with assistant director at the Metropolitan Opera. I've worked with some really great singers like Patricia Rossette, Bill Burden, who is at Juilliard. Basically, I've been working with some really great singers and coaches, and we've had a lot of input from industry managers, general managers of opera companies, and things like that. And we just talk about all facets of opera, and you know, they're trying to help us learn how to navigate all of that.
As we close, I want to think just a little bit about the role of folks who support the arts, like the Schaffels and Mrs. Schaffel's parents, the Rosens. The hall that's pictured behind me is the Rosen Concert Hall, named after Mrs. Schaffel's parents.
Yes, they're very important to opera and the arts. None of it would be possible without them.
And I think they also have to share our vision, I think, as artists, right? They have to have a sense of where we want to go. And once they've kind of shared that vision with us, they become very engaged in the art process of making art and music, just in a different way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.